Well, hello, YouTube. It's been a long time since I've been on here. Welcome to my channel. I'm the real John F. Kennedy Jr. Please, if you have not seen thequietjourney.tv, please go see thequietjourney.tv. It'll wake you up. It'll wake you up to what's really going on. And I wanted to share with you that we will be in Daley Plaza in Dallas, Texas, Saturday and Sunday. That's right. This Saturday and Sunday, we will be in Daley Plaza, and we'll be there all day. Rain, snow, sleet, hail, we will be there. We're bringing our umbrella just in case the weather's bad. We got to make world news somehow. So me and Robin, we're driving 1,200 miles. We're going to take the motorbike. I want to ride on the same street with my motorbike where my father was assassinated. Photo op. Yeah, I want a photo op. I do. You know, this was a photo op. I learned photo ops. And, you know, Donald Trump going like that, that was one big photo op. That was a staged assassination attempt. People died. That man needs to go to prison just for that one staged event. And then you got the Charlie Kirk thing, one staged event, you know, and then they called it a memorial when actually fireworks going on. It was a Donald Trump rally. It's crazy what these criminals get away with. It really, really is. But we're going to Dallas, bringing a motorbike, bringing a bunch of books. We got thousands of Quiet Journey bumper stickers to hand out to wake people up. The news media don't want to catch on to my story because we are exposing them for the criminal activity that they do. I'm sharing the criminal activity in our government all the way to pre-planned first degree M, you know, the big one. Crimes against my loved ones and my family. They don't want me to have justice because I'm exposing them. My files are bigger than the Epstein files, but my files are the same as the Epstein files. I was kidnapped. I was tortured. I was abused. I was held for ransom. You name it. The government agents did that to me. They replaced me. They murdered my loved ones, replaced them. Oh, geez. It's a huge story, and I'm exposing it all. There's so much evidence that exposes them all. You know, my DNA is always going to be there. I've handed out my DNA. I'm on Facebook right now, people, because right here on YouTube, they've hindered me. They've blocked me. They don't want my story out, but we're gaining 1,000 followers each and every day. We just hit 56,000 on Facebook. That's David Quigley on Facebook. And you will see a picture of the book here. And this one I spelled coffee all over. But this is my profile picture on Facebook. So if you go to David Quigley, find it and follow me. See my videos that I post every day. It's huge. My DNA test is posted on there. It's crazy. I made a reel on Facebook. It said share it. And I hit the share button and it actually shared it like 15 times. It lit up. But we're getting lots of followers. I looked a minute ago and we were at 55,950. And I looked just a couple minutes later and it was 56,000 something. So we're getting every hour, we're getting a couple hundred new followers, which is way cool. Way cool. I hope we can go viral before we get to Dallas. I hope you bring your cell phones, your cameras, so we can do a big photo op. If you don't know photo ops, people, this was one of the biggest photos of me when I was a kid, saluting my father's casket as it went by on the roadway. That was rehearsed. That was staged. I can't stress it. I can't stress it enough. And you can look at this little doll. You know, if you have an eye, you can see it doesn't look like my stepbrother, George Onassis, the man that stole my identity, placed by organized crime. These people unalive people, and they become them. The organized crime does this to children at a very young age. It's child trafficking and kidnapping. They get these, you know, they do the Epstein sex acts on these children to get them brainwashed into their cult. They place them in our government. and everything else. They get them to families first. Let's do any evil deed we can do. That's what I'm exposing. What I experienced in my life. It's crazy huge. But please share this. Please join me on Facebook. Follow me on Facebook. Share this. Like I said, Dallas on the 22nd. We'll be there all day. We're going to be there the day before. We're going to be there Friday. And hopefully, God willing. And we'll be there all day. I plan on being there from the time the sun comes up till probably the sun goes down. If you want to join me on your motorbikes, Bill Messer is coming from Georgia. He's bringing his motorbike. Bill Messer has a thing on Facebook where he speaks the gospel, preaches a little bit, but he talks about healthy stuff for everybody, you know. Yeah, from A to Z, anything's good for your body. He talks about it. And gosh, I can't remember the names. But anyway, his name is Bill Messer on Facebook. Please join him. He's going to be there. And he's going to have a prayer service where we can all gather around. And he's going to say a prayer, probably right before the moment of silence when my father was assassinated by our very own government agents. How do I know this? Because I lived it. I'm sharing the story of what the government agents did. They took over the United States. They took over the Kennedy family. You know, they assassinated my father, JFK, for the whole world to see. I was only 3, but I learned a lot of things growing up and being around what I saw placed with handlers. You know, they unalived my Uncle Bobby for the whole world to see also. But what these evil people do in secret is they unalive and they have the power to cover it up. They've already taken over our government. So you got these Secret Service members, the FBI, RCA, they unalive people to steal their riches, their fortunes, their power within government. And they use members, sexually abused members and every other thing, and build them up. And they get them fearful. They use fearful mob tactics. They really, really do. It's hard for people to disagree with them or speak out because they'll simply unalive them. I came out with my story when I was ready to die. I thought the world needs to know what they did to me. I wasn't going to stay in silence anymore. And with AI now, you know, they got AI. You can take pictures of Martha Moxley, and you can compare them to my sister Caroline. You can compare my sister Caroline's ears to the fake fraud we have to this very day. They have no Kennedy blood. It's blood in and blood out. They removed the Kennedy family, my aunts, my uncles, my loved ones, and they put their family members in place. It's like the hermit crab thing. But that's how organized crime makes their billions of dollars. The mainstream media, they've already bought that up. You know, they play with murder money so they can just throw it away wherever they want. But I'm exposing what they do in government. And it's not only Donald Trump, but it's the past presidents as well. It is. It's the same crime ring that unalived my father is just 60 years later. And they've gotten very powerful. That's why you hear so much trash about what's going on. And I'm exposing what's going on. So I hope you share it. I hope you watch thequietjourney.tv, which explains it. So I don't have to, you know, I've shared my story 1,000 times over and over. And anyway, I just wanted to come on here on YouTube, and share that we're going to Daley Plaza on the 22nd and 23rd. And we're going to be standing proud, and we're God-fearing. We are. But we're sharing the truth. We're hoping to wake up the mainstream media because, you know, if we get enough people rallied together for the truth, sharing the story, sooner or later they're going to have to come in on, expose that, hey, this is all happening. But we got so many enemies. The war is so big with evil to this day. I'm trusting in God, and I hope you say your prayers, and everything's going to go wonderful. Share my video. Share who I am. You can go to my website, therealjohnfkennedy.com, and that explains a lot too. It really, really does. But we'll be in, matter of fact, I even got 25 The Real JFK Jr. hats. I paid a print shop here to make up these hats. And I'll be passing those out to the Lions who show up for this event. And we got posters, we got bumper stickers, we got buttons. It's going to be really, really fun just trying to get the truth out to the world, the truth that they don't want you to know. God bless America. God bless you. And let's make a future for your children. Peace out, people. Peace.